Hi everybody, it's Trish here from Pinky's Farm. It is time for Friday Sews, and of course I'm late. It's Saturday. But I do have something for show and tell today, actually something and a half. So I'll start with what I'm wearing. This dress is a long drop waist bodice. It has seams that come in like this with a little bow and a seam down the front thigh, kind of in the style of like a tennis skirt. This is Simplicity 9100, and I made this version right here. The first version of this that I made, I tried out of a woven, and I was going to do a print across the bottom and a more of a solid type on the top, and that one did not work out. I had to basically can that one. So I decided this time to make it out of this bubble knit, and I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. It's a good fit, super comfortable. So yeah, I highly recommend S9100, and that's a very simple sew. I used seam binding around the top here that showed, and then I used the same seam binding on the arms, but I did not leave that showing. Okay, what else did I do? I have started, this is the half of the something and a half that I have to show. I have started Simplicity 8872. I'm making this version right here, and I received a little kind of pep talk this week from Andra Makes, because I was having trouble cutting into some of my more precious fabric, and she's like, cut into that fabric, go for it, you know, it's supposed to be enjoyed. So thank you, Andra, for that little pep talk that you gave me on chat, and because of that I have started that dress, and I have finished just the bodice. It's got some little ties here, but it has a little V in the front with ties. It will have a little bishop sleeve, so this will be elasticized right here. And then there will be two tiers, upper tier and a lower tier. And so that's how far I have gotten on that. And what made this fabric so special is the Siamese kitty cats on it. Because I have a Siamese cat named Romy, which is short for Romeo. And when I found that Siamese cat fabric at Joann's probably a few years ago, I was so reluctant to use it because I've never seen it since, and I knew that there was hardly any left on the bolt, and I kind of knew, okay, this is a really popular fabric, it's probably going to be gone and I won't see it again. Sure enough. So anyways, I did start cutting it, and I'm super excited and proud of myself. That is really it for sewing, other than our Zoom calls that we had this week. We had a really good Zoom call on Wednesday afternoon with Adam, with Michelle, and with Carol, and I will link all their channels below. But we had a fun Zoom call, and we didn't talk about sewing. I don't think we talked about sewing at all. No one was working on anything at the time. We just talk about life. We solve all of life's problems on a couple hours of a Zoom call. Can't solve our own problems, but we can solve problems for the rest of the world, apparently. So yeah, we did that. Let's see, going on to life, really not much to report. My husband still has COVID. I am still COVID free. He has been home for an entire week from work. That's a big sigh, because I'm ready for him to go back to work. I love him, I enjoy his company, but yeah, I'm ready for him to go back to work and let me get back to my sewing schedule and my whole routine that has been shot for this whole week. I'm fortunate that I have tested negative every time. So today I went out and about into the world because I kind of been locked up with him, and I went to the fresh market, spent way too much money, went out to eat, spent way too much money, then I went to a bakery and spent way too much money. So at this rate, it's costing me a little over $100 a day to survive. So I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit. I just kind of went wild today, but surprisingly didn't buy any fabric. So haven't been anywhere where that temptation has been presented to me. What else? I'm filming from a different place today. I'm filming from my living room and it's kind of dark in here. But there was a little bit of sunlight coming in the window, so I don't know why I got lazy about it today. I didn't feel like going all the way upstairs and moving furniture around, and it was too hot on the back porch, so the living room it is. Let's see. I guess that's really it. I hope that everybody's having a fun weekend and sewing, and I love watching all your videos, and thank you for everyone that likes and subscribes and comments. I just love talking to you in comments, and I really appreciate you, and I always try to answer. So I'm going to call that quits. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the cutest little footage of my mom. My mom's in her 80s, and she sewed up the cutest little patchwork skirt this week, a little tiered skirt. And it turned out really cute, so I've got a video of her modeling it. So check this out.